Jacob, and since I've been playing around with this new cryptocurrency trading bot I just got, I thought I'd make some review videos in case that's something that you're interested in. The promise is certainly pretty sweet. The idea of a bot looking for signals or technical analysis and making trades on your behalf and hopefully making you some money in an automated way. Starting this on an interesting day because it's November 8th, and the SegWit 2x fork was just announced that it's being canceled, which Bitcoin seems to be doing some correction in response to that. And the altcoin market is taking off. So it's an easy time to make money in the altcoin market, especially if you were able to buy quickly off of that announcement. And I bought as quick as I could, but I wish I could have been there a little sooner. I didn't get to take advantage of some of those gains. But the expectation and hope, of course, is that the altcoin market is going to continue to rally and go up now from these extended lows as Bitcoin has been going up. All right, so let's do a little review here, and I'll keep doing these each week, so we'll see what it looks like in different markets and different times. This is the dashboard for the Cryptohopper. My subscription level is Kangaroo, which is the highest subscription level. There are 3 of them. You can click on the affiliate link below, and you can start with any of the subscription levels, and you can start for free as well. So you can start playing around with it, and I think you get a month for free. So go ahead and check that out. Click that affiliate link below, and test it out for yourself. My current strategy is I have about a third of my position still in Bitcoin. Another little bit more than that in my more long-term altcoin positions. Long-term, of course, all relative in cryptocurrency at this point. And then I'm letting this bot play around with about half a Bitcoin to make trades currently, and I'll get into that when we go through the configuration over here. So let's just kind of look at the dashboard to start with. You've got your total BTC in your assets, which is as it's synced up with your exchange, and you can sync it up with Bittrex or Poloniex or whatever you're using. And that will tell you from your start balance, whatever you enter when you start using it, you know what kind of total gains you've gotten, not just from the Cryptohopper, but how your total assets are looking overall. You can enable the Hopter just to have it running buy and sell orders for you. You can enable buying, selling. You can turn those off as the market dictates. And in cases where it looks like a whole altcoin market is poised to go down quickly, as we've seen a lot of recently as Bitcoin was hitting all of its all-time highs, you can use this panic button and it will quickly sell all of your positions. And that's quite useful in that case if you're looking to get out of all of your alts as quickly as possible. You can set manual targets for any coin in your list. So you simply click here, pick your coin, and just like you would on your exchange, you can set, actually in this case, you're basically saying that you want it to specifically target that coin. It's going to look based on your configuration settings for any of the coins that you have selected, but the manual target will let you prioritize a coin for the next 15 minutes, which may be useful if you're looking at a chart or you have some external signal and you want to make sure to take advantage of that and not miss that. You can also then set the manual buy orders, so you can buy any coin just like you would on the exchange. Buy a coin, set the price that you want to try to buy for, the amount of it that you want to buy, and your total in Bitcoin, and place your buy order. Here's where you get all of the messages from the Cryptohopper admin, and their most recent one was some bug fixes, but this one was cool. They just put out a new video about their signaler system, and I'll give a kind of a review of that here soon too in a moment. We go through here on the left-hand side. And then you can see all of your current assets. It's just a snapshot of your wallets like on your exchange. And it's just showing you the quantity of each of those that you have. I have a lot in there right now, basically because, well, when we get into the config, you'll see why I have so many small amounts of these little bits. And then I also have it set up with signals, and so this tells you the most recent signal output and what it's done in response to that. I didn't have any Bitcoin available at that point, so it didn't follow up on this ARC purchase. And then here's the most recent of the Cryptohopper output, and you can scroll through those to see what it's been up to. So it basically goes and scrolls through all of your open positions, determines if it's hit the sell values. If so, it will go ahead and sell those. If you have arbitrage enabled, it will look for arbitrage opportunities and it will go ahead and take advantage of those. And then it will look for new options to buy. And it looks like the newest one here was waves. Place the buy order. And then it goes ahead and updates your total. All right, so that's everything from the dashboard. Now let's go ahead and look through here on the left. Underneath the dashboard, you've got your trade history. And when that comes up here, this I like to see, what has it done most recently? So you can see it's made various buys. You can see the sells that it's making. And I've got it currently set to sell, anytime that's over 1.9% profit, it's going to go ahead and sell those. So making lots of nice little gains here, and then purchasing. And I'll get into the configuration settings here in a moment, how I have it set up to purchase. And there was a nice little arbitrage opportunity for DGB, so it took advantage of that and just got a quick 0.25% there. And that's after that percentage factors in the fees that you would be paying, the commissions that you're paying. So you still are getting a gain there. You can click View if you want details on it, and it'll pull up another window, an expanded view of that trade and what it looks like. Okay, we'll go ahead and leave that for now. Anyway, I'll pull that up. Stats is the third page here. And on your stats page, you basically get an overview of your buys and sells for the days, your open positions, your profits per day, and then your total BTC in assets. And mine's going to look really funny right now because I had most of my Bitcoin hanging out over at Coinbase waiting to collect my free B2X coin. And as soon as that was announced that's off, I, as quick as possible, moved it over to Bittrex, but it was not nearly quick enough. So many coins had already rallied by the time I was able to take advantage of some buys, but I did okay. So anyway, that's why that chart looks so funny, because I only had about 0.6 in here before in Bittrex, and now I've moved over the rest of my Bitcoin. All right, charts, as you would expect, you can look in. They have decent charts for the coins, but you can go ahead and pull up the charts for any of the coins in your list, or you can go ahead and show all coins. And you have your basic windows here of a day, 4 hours, 2 hours, 30, 15, and 5, to just get a quick look at any charts that you'd like to. So let's check out Ethereum, see what it's doing. So there's the 1 day. You can't really tell the movement. But if we come to our 30-minute here, we can see that Ethereum, as with so many of the rest of the alts, has been getting a nice little boost. Oh, error displaying the error. Error displaying the error page. All right, well, apparently that chart is having a little issue right now, so let's go ahead and get into the next window. Do a refresh here real quick. And they've been doing some bug fixes, some maintenance stuff today here, so that might be slowing this down. Okay, here's a 15-minute chart on Ethereum popping up. Take advantage of some LaCroix sips. It's not actually product placement. I didn't get paid for that. All right, come on, give us a look. Give us a look at that Ethereum chart. What's happening? Whatever, let's move on. You can check that out. we'll check it out in another video. Oh, there it is. Okay. Well, anyway, we'll go on to backtesting. This is a really interesting feature. I have not made use of this much yet. Backtesting is in beta. But this is basically showing like optimal settings that you can use for each coin based on past history. Of course, recognizing that, excuse me, that past history is not a guarantee of future results. And yet, still a really powerful feature if there are coins that you, currencies that you tend to trade a lot. You may make a lot of use of that backtesting. You can also check out the forum, what other people are doing in that. And it's basically showing you optimal settings, like configuration per coin. So this is saying like, as of today, this is an ideal configuration for a specific coin. And you can do that within the configuration. You can create pools and set those up as you like. So I haven't played around with that yet, but definitely want to get into that at some point. You can do some of your own tests in here as well. So if you want to get really deep in, it does give you the ability to really go far with it. I like this for that reason, that you can set it from mindless to deeply involved. It really is a tool that will let you play it at your level. The signals is a really cool new feature though. This uses external signals, and there's more and more that they are letting you subscribe to. And it shows you their overall success reports, and you can jump in there and view their report. And you can subscribe to the external signals. And one strategy is that you trade just off these signals themselves. And if you do that, then you would set your configuration up to just trade off of those signals, and you could set your profit expectation a lot higher. You can use stop losses and make use of that. So if you're interested in that, check out their video on setting your configuration up based on signals trading. I'm not currently using that. I have signals incorporated in here, but following the same rules as the rest of my trades, so they don't get any nothing special for them. All right, so here's your real magic page, the configuration page. You've got 3 tabs here: your base configuration, as I mentioned, your configuration pools, which I don't have any going right now, but you can create specific rules for certain coins, individual coins or sets of coins. And then finally, we have again our external signals here that you can subscribe to. All right, but let's check out base config and get to know this. The first thing you're going to do when you get your account is you need to set up your API keys with your exchange. So I'm using Bittrex. I'd like to get into Poloniex and check that out as well. They actually have they have a coin indicator, coin-indicator bot signal, which is some of their team's personal favorite. And that just gives signals for Poloniex right now. It's going to start doing it for Bittrex, and I'll probably start playing around with that one quite a bit. But anyway, once you set up your exchange, you need to get your API keys, plug those in, and then you're ready to rock. And you're going to put your collect currency. So for Bittrex, of course, it's going to be as Bitcoin or Ethereum or Tether. Those are the options, but obviously we're going to use Bitcoin. And then you choose which coins you want to allow the bot to trade. And with the Kangaroo option, the highest option, you can choose up to 75. So I have so many chosen mainly because, not necessarily because they're all coins that I like or would choose to have in my account, but I want to give it the most options for positive trades. I also want to make sure that if one of the external signals picks a coin, I've got my greatest chance of it being a coin that the bot is currently set up to be allowed to trade. The strategy, however, I'm using right now is signals plus multiple TA factors. So it's using multiple technical analysis factors. You have choices about how you want to set that up. If you're going to do a pure external signal strategy, you would choose this option. I have the multiple TA factors set up, assuming that should give me the best odds. But if you know more about this and you want to test different ones, you might try any of these other options, just RSI or Bollinger Bands, fixed rates. I'm not sure what that would be. But you can play around with those if you feel comfortable. I think the dummy approach, which I'll still count myself as that, although I have been learning some amount of technical analysis, multiple TA factors seems like a good starting bet. So these are really a lot of kind of default settings. You can also get into advanced multiple TA settings if you click here, and you can really decide what you want to include and what you don't want to include. Wow, a lot of options. So depending on how deep in you like to get, you know, you've got possibilities here. Percentage profit I have set again to sell. This is an important field. This is where you're going to tell it anytime that a coin hits a certain amount of profit, you want it to sell. So I'm going for a lot of small conservative wins at 1.9% profit. You can set these just to give you a little extra advantage. You can set your bid at, so 0.5% lower bid and a 0.5% lower ask or higher ask to help try to get you a little extra advantage over time there. Also with the kangaroo setting, you can enable arbitrage, and I have that set up just for quick wins whenever it finds those. And you need to factor in the trading fee. So on Bittrex, that's 0.25%. So I'm looking for a minimum arbitrage profit of 0.5%. And the best ones I see it sometimes get are 1.5%. So arbitrage is basically a way just to get quick little wins, and might as well have that enabled. You can say if you only want it to arbitrage allowed coins, but I'm happy for it to grab anything that it finds an opportunity in. If that doesn't sell, then what I end up having is small amounts of random cryptocurrencies in my wallet that haven't sold off. And I'm okay with that because you never know. You have small little amounts and you never know which coins over time are going to have their runs, and everything seems to have its run from time to time. So I'm okay with it if the arbitrage doesn't go through to have a little bit of a coin here or there. So I go ahead and keep that off. Fill or kill just means either it does it immediately or not. Stop loss, if you're familiar with stop loss, the idea is you can set a percentage. If it drops from your buy price, that amount of percentage that can automatically sell it. So based on your trading style, you need to determine whether or not you're going to use that. In this market that we're in right now, and again, the market changes rapidly in crypto, so you got to keep an eye on it. But I have that off because I think most coins are going to be going in an upward trend now at this point. So I'm willing to hold them even for a day or 2 or 3 if that sell order doesn't come through, expecting that most coins are going to be in recovery at this point and going up over time. That would change based on how the market changes, though. Hold assets when the new target is the same. I haven't used that yet. You can check that out. Only buy when there are positive pairs. Haven't used it. Auto close positions within a certain time frame. Haven't used that. I don't know why. You can maybe leave comments if you can think of specific advantages for each of these. But I haven't used that. Max open time to sell, 8 minutes here. So if that sell order doesn't complete within then, it will go ahead and cancel it, and it will then keep that position open until the next time it hits your, percentage profit amount. Same with the buy time. Max open positions with a kangaroo, you can have up to 200, and I go ahead and have all of those available right now, so that it can take advantage of as many opportunities as it sees to do. And then the max percentage open positions per coin, that's just a default setting. You can play around with that. If you're going to be, again, allowing it to look at a lot of different coins and opportunities, you can keep that right around 20. That's fine. The percentage buy amount is the percentage of the total amount that you have allocated for it to trade for. So right now, even though I have, 2.7 Bitcoin in my Bittrex account, I'm only letting the bot play with 0.5 Bitcoin. It can only trade up to that maximum amount. If it exceeds that in terms of open positions, then it will not allow new buy orders to go through. So for now, that's what I have it playing with. And so this basically says that per buy, per open position, it's not going to purchase more than 0.7% of that 0.5 Bitcoin, right? And then this is the other side of that equation. The minimum Bitcoin it's going to invest in any single trade is going to be 0.0005 Satoshi. Yeah, exactly. So that's the config. Lots of options in there, plenty to play with. If you're just getting started with it, it seems overwhelming, go ahead and just use their default settings and be really careful. Basically, be super aware of this right here, right? Don't let it play with more of your Bitcoin than you want it to while you're testing and getting familiar and comfortable with it. And this one, the percentage of that to use for any single trade. Be really aware of those two. If you set that too high, then it may start making a lot more trades than you want, and depending on the market, you could win or you could lose. So those would be, if you're just getting started, it seems overwhelming, but you want to try it out. Be aware of those two fields and make sure that this one here is not set higher than you want it to be able to trade with. Okay, there's a great forum in here. You can talk to other people using the Cryptohopper, see how, if you really get into the settings. Okay, looks like that's down right now. It's usually up. That's the first time I've seen it down, but again, they've been doing bug fixes today. They've got a really nice set of tutorials in here, nice videos to get you started as well with the Cryptohopper Academy. So you can go ahead and go through these tutorials and the Cryptohopper Academy when you're getting started to get in there. I definitely recommend going through those videos. They'll give an overview, of things I'm kind of covering here today. And wow, look at that. Look at how salt jumped. That's nice, right? So love to see those. So in markets like this, when something's doing a big quick spike, you get to take advantage of those. And I would not have been invested in salt on my own. So that's great. Really nice to see that happen. And again, it bought these positions 2 hours ago, 1 hour ago, 9 minutes ago, and here they are approaching almost 30% gains. I wouldn't have come up with that. So thank you, Cryptohopper bot. All right, and then you've got, of course, support, and I found them to be nice and responsive, getting back to me within 5, 10, 15 minutes whenever I put a ticket through so far. So that's great. You've got your user settings as the last things down here, subscription, your profile, but let's go ahead and call that a day for now. I'll go ahead and check in another week, and we can see how the market's been doing and how this has been going with the Cryptohopper. All right, until then, have fun playing around with it and leave comments if you found things that you like so far with using it yourself, any insights. And if you're interested in getting started, again, click that affiliate link below, and you can go ahead and check it out for free. All right, until next time.